The Tangent 8 podcast is aimed at a mature audience. It contains themes that are not appropriate for all listeners. It's important to note that we are not experts. We routinely have no idea what we're talking about and are just three idiots sitting around a table. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to Tangent 8 podcast. I'm Seth, and as always with me are Swoosh and John Doe.
Hello.
Hi.
And guess we got to start this one up with the big gaming thing that we all learnt this week, which was we found out all about the pricing for the new Steam machine.
Yeah, I was really hopeful for a second when I first saw it, but then I realized, oh, that's American dollars. Let's go look at how much it is for us Australians in the place where everything costs more.
Yes, it does.
We knew it was going to be like... we knew it was going to be
I knew
over
the
a
base
G.
one was...
But
I
no
knew
way
the base
in
one was
fuck
going to be over
it
a G.
wasn't going to be under a G. Maybe if the whole AI thing hadn't fucked up the market of parts, then we may have got it $800, which is what I expect. Well, I'm expecting they were going to pump it at maybe US $500 or so.
Mm.
And then we'd end up with $850.
Yeah.
But then parts fucked that up and we got what we got. But it's exactly around the mark that I was expecting it to be.
Yeah. I had no belief it would be under $1,000.
Absolutely. No. The weird thing is the rest of the internet seems to have thought it would be. I don't know where, well, specifically the American populace and their market. They seemed very surprised that it was, higher than $500 for them. And they're all like, oh, you could just go get a PlayStation 5 for, less, like half as much. It's like, yeah, but then you have a PlayStation 5 and you're locked in a garden. Guys, the point is, it's not a console, it's the bridge between. It's meant to be doing two things at once, so it's not going to do them both perfectly. It is the midway.
Yeah. Especially given how much buying a serious computer for doing any kind of gaming these days is insanely expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Or you have to do it very slowly.
Mm.
To get one of the 50 series cards in Australia is like $2,000.
Yeah. Which is horrifying and should never have reached that fucking price point. Goddamn tech bros.
Yeah.
I like having someone I can actually direct my anger at for that, though.
The price on graphics cards is somewhat tech bros and somewhat not tech bros.
Yeah.
Nvidia's been slowly milking the market for a while now.
They really have.
But yeah, so we've got the full pricing set. So they did it out in two different sizes, a 520 gig and a 2 terabyte model. In Australian dollary dues, it's $1,609 for the 512 and $2,109 for the 2 terabyte. You can also get both bundled with one Steam controller.
How much is it? I got the one that has the 2 terabyte and Steam controller. It's about 2,000.
2,228.
That's the one. Thank God for payment plans.
I'm booked in for the 512 with a controller because I figure I can get an SSD for cheaper than the difference.
Oh, that's fair.
I went with the 512 with control. Well, so I'm kind of in a weird place. I haven't decided whether or not I actually want to buy this thing.
Yeah, that's very much where I'm at.
Yeah.
I was like, I do want the option, and I'm sort of halfway there already, so it's like, I'm just sort of umming and ahhing about it right now. So I'm like, I have reserved my spot for the randomizer.
I'm keeping my name I'm keeping my foot in the door kind of thing, yeah. So
I want to make the decision when it's like, okay, I actually have to do or die and pick this now. Then I'll make the decision.
Yeah.
But right now I'm sort of a little in the middle. I have the money. I could do it. We'll see how I feel at the time. I'm still on for my pre-order for the next round on the Steam controllers, though. Although, according to Valve, I may not see that purchase option till December.
That's why I went with the bundle that comes with a controller.
Yeah.
That's kind of like why I went for the one that has the controller. And it's like, I'm getting the control anyway. Might as well put my name in.
Yeah. So I did much the same thing, though. Like, my Steam controller's not till sometime 27. So undetermined date next year.
Yeah.
But I figure, fuck it, it's one way to get a controller quicker, potentially, depending when they actually fucking drop. But
Well, see, like, if I get the thing, it's going to be replacing the machine that's running my dumb TV.
Yeah.
So the controller would need to stay in the lounge.
Mm. And there are
I wouldn't be
animals.
using the controller on my computer.
Yeah. One of the features of it is that it can sync to multiple devices, apparently.
Yeah, if you can take it between
I think it's more that it can remember them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember when I was watching any of the use reviews from when the Steam controller came out. Anyone's testing its ability to control multiple things at once.
Mm. I don't see it doing multiple things at once. At least,
no.
But, being able to switch between machines easily enough would be great. I'd like that. So I can switch between what I'm playing it with.
Yeah, like I know one of their use case suggestions for having a Steam controller was the ability to be playing at your computer and then take the controller and then go into the lounge and then start it up again on the Steam machine.
Yeah.
So I think that might be what they're trying to show off with that multi thing.
Yeah.
It's just that ability to move between devices.
Which is fair.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of extra tech that Valve took the time and effort to put into the thing. Unlike a normal computer, it can turn on all your TV and sound system.
Yes.
When it turns on, it how when you turn the TV on, it fires up everything around it.
Yeah.
They spent a whole lot of time making it so that this thing can do that.
I fucking love that. Ease of access, just plug and play is what's important there.
Yeah. So you can have the controller at your couch, just hit turn on, and then it'll turn all your sound system TV on. That's it's a specific setting. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. But yeah, that's a big feature they worked on to make happen. And I've seen a bunch of videos of people trying to dunk on the thing by being here's me making a computer for less.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you did. And you may even get some better performance, but you've really cheaped out in some parts. There was one I was seeing going around where it was yeah, we made it and it was cheaper than the Steam machine, but it's dude, my guy.
That's made of rubber
bands. $30 for that. That power supply cost $30.
Yeah.
No way that's good.
That's gonna pop pretty quick. Yeah, holy shit. The amount of I have a lot of content creators that I follow pretty often, and even they're going through. One of them who I actually quite like. His response is, the Steam machine's already cooked. It's no, it's not. Oh no, his words were dead in the water. It's how? I know so many people who are still buying this despite the price tag because we want it and it fits our lives better. There are so many communities for the 3D printing stuff already popping up because you can switch out the faceplates. People went mad for that for the Switch. They're already salivating, waiting to get dimensions for the fucking thing to start doing it for the Steam machine. You can have a lot of fun with it. So that's one of the reasons I'm grabbing it. You can customize the shit out of this thing.
This is just feeding into your 3D printing addiction.
Exactly! That's how they got me. They knew what they were doing. But it's just that every one of them is suddenly saying, oh no, it's horrible. It's the worst decision ever made. It's you knew this was coming. Why do you have shocked Pikachu face right now?
Look, some of the stuff, they do, I will admit, I've seen a bunch of stuff from the pre-runs of these things that went out to all the big reviewers. Where I will admit there is a little bit of disingenuous from Valve.
Yeah.
Because they're oh yeah, we can do 60 FPS 4K. Yeah, but on a lot of games, you're going to nosedive your visual quality so hard to be able to do that.
Yeah.
It's not... Yeah, okay, it's running at that frame rate at that scale. It is technically doing that. But you sacrifice so much that was it really worth it? And can you really call that a feature? But it's not a lie. But at the same time, a lot of the when I was watching, one of the ones they watched was the one for Linus Tech Tips. And they're showing the thing, they're showing the frame counts next to it, and they're like, this is what we had to do to get 007 running on it at an acceptable frame rate. And it's like, it doesn't look as nice, but it doesn't look bad either, which I think is more a testament to the to 007 than necessarily the Steam box.
Yeah.
But it still looked reasonable. But they're being very picky. They've also got a very high quality TV. Because a lot of these things were then getting to things like, they were showing off Hades 2.
Yeah.
And the Steam Machine was getting like 200 frames, and their fucking Franken rig was getting over 300. My gaming monitor is only 144.
Yeah.
So the Steam Machine would absolutely be doing fantastically if it could get over 200 frames on anything. It's insane. My TV, which is what this is way more likely to be hooked up to, is like 60 hertz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More frames over that is a good headroom for frame dips, but most people, if they're putting it into a TV, it's not gonna be a 200 hertz fucking TV. So it's more than acceptable to be around 60. Is it's more likely stable.
Yeah, which is completely fine. Like, it does annoy me that a lot of the ones I've seen are also comparing it to full gaming computer rigs.
Yeah.
It's like, we did it on this computer, and it fucking whooped the shit out of it. Like, yeah, of course it fucking would. You have a designated machine for that sole purpose. Like, this is meant to be an introduction to PC gaming for a lot of people, guys. You can't go all fucking in. If you wanted all in, if I went to make a new computer to be a gaming PC now, it would cost me close to $3,000 to $4,000. Minimum. That's before you get into monitors. It's just... It's that one thing of I just don't understand why people are shocked by this.
Yeah.
Because
like, have they been living under a...
Like, you need the shock to bring the clicks.
Yes.
Probably, yeah. And I mean, like, the other thing is, a lot of them were heavily comparing it to a console.
Yeah.
And the idea that it's supposed to just be a games box. Which the machine is not. It can be a desktop. It has a desktop environment.
It can run your media.
You can actually just use it as a computer. It was never going to be priced like a console because it's not one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And early on, Valve said they were going to price it like a computer because they're not treating it as a lost leader.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, a lot of why consoles are cheaper is because PlayStation then locks you into their environment and then you buy everything through PlayStation. By giving you, here's the Steam Machine, it's yours, you can use it like a computer, you might not install Steam.
Yeah.
You may not play any games. They can't guarantee that the sale of the unit is going to be offset by later purchases. So they have to bake in some amount to this price that is like, cool, we have to make it at least profitable to have sold. It can't be sold at any kind of loss.
Yeah.
Or at least minimal loss.
And unfortunately, it has come out at the worst possible time for any kind of tech.
Yeah.
It's actually really disappointing that this has happened to Steam twice.
Yeah.
Because this isn't the first time they've done one of these sort of things before. They tried ages ago to do it, but it was completely balked. They did not hit it right. They did not do enough research on what they were trying to make. They then disappeared. And then they've come back. Here we are. Another go. We did all the work. We did the research. We built a custom OS out of Linux. We made Proton. We've done everything to make this thing amazing. And then AI bros fuck them.
Yeah, they did everything right, but the environment they're releasing into had decided, no, fuck you. Just, it's SVE, Steamverse environment.
Pretty much. It really sucks. As I said, I'll make a decision later about whether I'm actually going to commit to the purchase.
Yeah, when I get the email, that's when I have to... That's crunch time for me. It's like, I've got 5 days. I have to make this decision now.
Yeah, pretty much. So, look, I'm with anyone who was like, we were hoping for less. I was hoping. I wanted to be wrong. I desperately wanted to be wrong. I just could not understand how this could be less than $1,000.
Yeah.
But
there's not really much we can say for this. It's disappointing. We knew it was going to happen. We are unfortunately proven correct. We didn't want to be correct.
No, desperately wanted to be wrong.
It's like seeing the writing on the wall of "I will kill again," and everyone else is like, "No, they won't kill again." It's like, it's literally written on the wall.
What do you reckon? Because they're yet to announce any more regarding their fucking VR headset.
Yeah, the Frame is the last one that doesn't have anything out for it yet.
I think VR might be headed the same way as 3D TVs. Like, unpopular opinion, but I think it's losing favor. Because no one's utilizing it correctly. Well, very few people are utilizing it correctly.
Look, I've got a VR headset. I bought an Oculus ages ago. I have always kind of wanted to try out Valve's one, because I've always heard it was a lot more tactile.
Yeah.
So I have always wanted to check it out, but I've never had an option to. The Frame does look really fucking cool, though. But yeah, they haven't actually put anything out for pricings or dates on that yet. It is their last piece of their whole new ecosystem environment of peripherals.
Yeah.
That we've been waiting for, so.
The other thing is having to get people to make VR games, and not just like lazy ports. Like a lot of the stuff, because it always advertises on Steam that VR games are around and that kind of stuff. Look at these VR games, and a lot of them just look like very lazy ports.
It's really annoying because there are some genuinely amazing VR games. I will always say that Half-Life Alyx is one of the best VR games I ever played.
Yeah, no, I've heard amazing things about that game.
Ugh.
Try not to die on us.
I'm trying. I don't know what the fuck.
But on the plus side, if you do get the Frame, it will interact with your Steam machine without too much of an issue.
Yeah, well, I mean, it should be pretty compatible with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the main reason I want that fucking control is just to replace the Xbox One I have, because that thing drops out like every fucking 10 minutes.
Oh, I don't even have the Bluetooth in my Xbox controller's dead.
Oh no, I'm like hardlined in, and like it basically just disconnects randomly. I have no idea why. It's fucking dumb.
Yeah. Oh, wait, is it plugged in with a USB-C cable that's actually power and data?
Pretty sure it is. I'll have to double
check.
check.
Power and data. It'll be like charging and still using your Bluetooth.
Ah, that might be it then.
I've got.
I don't claim to be a smart man.
Xbox Elite controllers I picked up because it was a damaged box at JB Hi-Fi, so I got it for cheap.
Nice.
So that seems to be working for me because I only use it with my PC. If I took it to any other console, it's just too fucking annoying to resync.
I just need something that's big. I have big hands. I need big control.
Oh, yeah. Look, I'm not even annoyed about the thumbs in design, which I've never liked that much.
No.
It's like, they're chunky. They've got some shape to them.
Yeah. God, I miss the original Xbox control.
Oh, the Duke. I know every time we end up talking about controllers, we end up bringing up the Duke, but it was fucking good.
It was a
My
great...
big fat white guy hands were like, yes.
Then someone started making new ones, and then they disappeared, and like, God damn it.
Yeah, they were pretty good quality, too. I had one for ages around here somewhere.
It's one of the few times where the third-party control was actually really good. Normally it's that shady one you give your cousin when they come around. The analog stick is broken and it's a weird color.
What's X Bruce?
Oh, man. But, other than that, yeah, it's just not much to really say about Steam, despite the fact we talked about it for 20 minutes.
Look, it's more just like, I wanted it to be cheaper.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised everyone didn't understand that this was going to be the price, and everyone's talking like they're mad disappointed that, oh, how could they have done this to us if you at all looked at what was going on?
Yeah.
You'd know.
Well, this week has been two things everywhere at my fucking, like, socials. It's just the Steam Machine pricing and the GTA 6 pricing.
Oh, fucking wow.
Oh, the American screaming in the distance has been very annoying. I've had a headache all week from it. And again,
I'm not saying...
Why the shocked Pikachu face, guys? You knew this was gonna happen.
But they've had the privilege of cheap games continually. I remember when I was younger, games were cheaper, but in Australia, they've been creeping up and up and up.
Yeah.
Like, you'd usually get a good band between, like, 60 and 100. And then slowly it was like, no, unless you're paying $100, you're not getting anything new. And now we're getting into 100 plus.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, of course they're going to keep going up like this. But from what I understand, Americans had it at, like, $60 for, like, the whole time.
Yeah, the entire
time. And then when they were like, we want to charge $70, they were like, what the fuck are you doing? Everywhere else in the world's been like, yeah, it has not been that fucking stable, guys.
Yeah. And, we understood it. Like, Australia's always had the Australia tax. Things had to be shipped in. But then we moved to digital, and we're still paying $100+ dollars. It's like, you're not paying as much for the marketing and everything else anymore, or the physical distribution. Why are we still paying like you are?
Because that's the agreed upon price for a new release game.
Yeah. And
that's it.
The only people who don't do it are indies, because fuck your pricings.
Yeah, they'll charge whatever the fuck they feel is fair for their game, and if people buy it, they buy it.
I think the problem is it's not just the pricing of games. The Americans got used to having the better end of the stick for a lot of things. Anyone who's played MMOs knows that anything in Australia was always down during peak times for any maintenance. Always during our peak. And because we didn't have our own fucking servers, we couldn't just, switch over and go to another one. We had to go buy the American one. And then anytime it's like different, like Americans get like their downtime is during a peak, the fucking vitriol. It's like, no, come back and complain when this has been your norm for 10 fucking years. Then I will take you seriously. Because right now you just sound like children. Like, oh, wow, the thing I want is costs more money. It's like, you were paying $20 for Nintendo 64 games. I was paying $50. We are not the same. You had to save for like a week with your like allowance. I had to save for months. As if I really liked a game. Anyway.
Got some feelings there, Swift.
Yeah.
I may have tapped into some repressed childhood trauma.
That one.
Yeah, some kind of floodgate in my head just opens like, you are very angry about this. Like, oh, I am very angry about this. There we go.
Now, again, as much as we sound like a massive shill here, I don't want it to be this expensive.
Yeah.
It should be cheaper. Games should not cost this much fucking money. In Australia, I think if I recall, it's $150 for like the base edition.
125 for the
GTA
base
6.
edition, I think, and then it's like 150 for
160 for the ultimate.
Yeah.
Yeah. $160 if you want the one with all the
extra skins,
extra characters and skins.
A couple of extra missions,
Well,
I think. That's better.
like
all of the actual content on release.
Yeah.
But like that's shit. Like, I don't want to pay that much for my entertainment, not from video games.
Yeah.
I know they are very expensive to make, and a lot of people are required to do them. Also, sometimes small groups can make killers, so... I don't know how to feel about staff sizing. All I know is that the budgets on these things are getting so big that the games either have to be smash hits or have to be charged more for.
Yeah.
And it's not working. We're paying a lot for games that aren't very good.
Yeah. We're paying overpriced for a lackluster product. It's not great.
And I know that Rockstar's got a great track record. They've been hitting it out of the park with their games since GTA 3.
Yeah.
And they just disappear a while, cook, and then release a thing. And they can charge whatever they want for their game. And people will probably buy it because it's GTA.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I don't wish that thing cost $100 or less in Australia. It shouldn't cost this much. You shouldn't need to charge that much for the games you make.
No.
If I'm choosing between eating this week and, like, some entertainment, I'm just going to stop buying games, as much as I hate to say it. Because it's one of those things that will reach a tipping point, I think, where they price themselves out of the normal market.
Well, that's been the issue with, like, AAA games. The prices keep going up,
Yeah.
and the quality keeps going down. So that's why AA games are becoming more and more palatable for people. You don't need that fucking high price tag to be able to enjoy what you're fucking doing. The quality's still there. It's like the quality is just as
the quality's higher.
Yeah, just as good, if not better, in a lot of fucking cases. It's
absolutely.
I don't know. I think sometimes they almost have to gut what they're trying to put into it and try and make it on a bit more bare bones budget.
I mean, for a lot of this stuff,
just de-bloat.
At the AAA end, I was watching a thing that was talking about how they get so risk averse.
Yeah.
That their brands
so
start
into it. Yeah.
And that's where their products start. Oh, pardon me.
Their products start becoming more bland.
They decide on a style. This franchise's vibe is this, so every game just has to hit that vibe, and we'll get all those players back. And they become really risk averse to shaking it up in case they break the vibe. But that's how you get games that start to feel the same, because it's the same vibe again. There needs to be some kind of change up to keep it interesting. And these big companies with these huge tentpole franchises that use hundreds of thousands of people to make them are like, no, it's got to be safe. You cannot break the vibe with the players.
Yeah.
And that's part of what's absolutely trashing the AAA scene instead of what's happening in the AA scene, where it's a lot more, there's a little less risk, so we can be a bit more creative.
Yeah. But also, like, those, like, the AAA developers who have produced a whole heap of games that all feel the same, if they step too far out of that framework, they also get vilified.
They do.
So it's sort of damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah.
Well, at the very least, you could just scale down the bloat that a lot of these big companies, because they throw so many people at it. It's like, you don't need that many people to do this. You could scale back slightly, have a better quality product. But they want to do bigger and better each time. Like, look at they've released the map size for the new GTA 6. And someone's put it up against GTA 4, I think. Like, the map for that. And it is like double the size. San Andreas. And it is double the size. It's like, cool, I understand that. That's fair. But I would still have been okay with the San Andreas sizing of the map, because that map was fucking huge. Like, it would have been completely okay.
I think the slight difference compared to most companies when you're doing that sort of thing, I think a better example is actually Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Because they're always like, the next game's going to be bigger and flashier and more epic than the last fucking game.
We actually seen exactly that with the last two Call of Duty games when they did Black Ops back to back, and the absolute fucking trash that came of that.
I didn't play the newest one where they had like hallucination scenes and shit. It completely jumped the shark and went around and did it a second time.
It was a bit weird.
Oh, have we lost?
I think we've lost John Doe.
Oh no, John Doe's gone.
The horror, the shame. But yeah, no, it's same kind of thing. Different thing. I kind of feel bad for Rockstar in one respect. It's the fact that everyone has hyped up this product for them. Like, they are on a very high pedestal right now.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Slight rollback. I didn't get around to what I was trying to say. Unlike most companies where they're forcing them to make a bigger and bigger game, Rockstar kind of gets to just take its time and make it as big as it wants.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily good in advocating for them not doing something that they're okay making is weird.
Yeah.
If it was smaller and it was still detailed as they would make it, it would have been fine. But if they wanted to make it big, they can. They're not being pushed down this tunnel like, a Call of Duty game is.
But John Doe is back. What were you saying? Because you got off for a second there.
I don't know what happened. My Discord just fried on me.
It does.
The latest releases of Call of Duties were 2 Black Ops games back to back, and they'd never done that before. Normally, it's a decent multi-year development cycle while they release other versions of Call of Duty. But you could see the massive drop in. Well, it looked almost identical to 6, but the quality of the story wasn't there. They just tried to shoehorn so much into it, which is part of the reason why they got the fucking backlash. They didn't have the development time to make it bigger. But they also tried to go bigger, flashier, which is a lot of the fucking things that people complained about, that this isn't a game about intrigue. It's not a weird psychological thing. It's just, what the fuck is this anymore?
Yeah.
Like,
Very
they went
It's
too big, too
certainly
quickly.
a far cry from how Call of Duty initially started.
Yeah.
Because the whole point of Call of Duty when the first one came out, God, I feel old. Dude, there's been so many Call of Duty games, and I was there for the first one.
Yeah.
The whole point of the original Call of Duty was to try and show war is not won by one person, it's a group effort.
Yeah.
Because the competitor at the time was Medal of Honor, where you basically always play the super special guy with the gun that can kill everybody.
The one-man army.
But
So, having Call of Duty start with such a grounded idea of show these servicemen as a team, to fucking hallucination sequences in a weird sci-fi hellscape. What?
But
how the fuck did this happen?
even with that, the first Black Ops was like, you were running through it and it was like, fuck.
It was a CIA
Yeah,
interrogation.
exactly, CIA interrogation through the whole thing. And that's as far as it got into the fucking weirdness, and you lost some memories and shit. To what it became with that last release, they jumped the shark quite a few games ago, and now they're fucking praying. And
Now there's adding more sharks in.
yeah, the escalation creep on that is just fucking ridiculous. If they'd never released another Black Ops, that's exactly how I'd be happy with it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it hasn't even served them particularly well in their mainline stuff. Because, I remember playing the most recent Modern Warfare, which the original, they're doing a remake of 3 of their best games.
Yeah.
And they've gone completely off the rails with it. And they decided in this one to kill Soap, whose character you didn't play this time. You play this completely new character in this new version of Modern Warfare, so you don't have the attachment to Soap. Then they kill him, and they expect you to care.
Yeah.
It's just like...
I don't know this guy. You're banking on the wrong horse here, guys.
The original Modern Warfares were your character in the first game was Soap, so you have an attachment to him from having played the game. So when they kill him, it has some purpose to you because you know who he is. Names don't mean anything if you just... They're just names over bobbleheads.
Yeah.
This reminds me of the exchange with What We Do in the Shadows, where Guillermo is being held captive in front of us. I'll kill him. It's like, go ahead. I don't care about that little shit. It's like, it's the same vibe to me. It's like, I'm going to kill this guy. Like, do it. It'll be funny. I have no attachment to this one.
Yeah, so, they're not even able to tell stories where people remember the characters anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what they've done. They must be such a churn and burn studio at this point. I have no idea. I don't know what the hiring and firing policies are like there. But it feels so churn and burn. We just get a fresh set of people in, go, here's your fucking aesthetic, crap it out.
Yeah. Burn them down, ram them into the ground and then sell what comes out. Some of them might stay. You might forge some really good game devs out of it, but you're gonna lose a few.
Yeah.
And that's how the game industry was for a very long time. Still is in many AAA studios by the sound of it.
Yeah.
If You want innovation and a workplace that isn't trying to kill you, you have to go indie.
But not everyone's got that option.
Yeah.
No.
That's the horrible part of like, oh yeah, no, all these people should just go make their own indie studio. That's a really big and expensive proposition.
How do they pay rent during that time? Because that shit's expensive.
Absolutely.
Unless you've got someone bankrolling you, like a studio, it's not going to happen. So it's really, it feels like the obvious answer, but at the same time, it's like the least viable one.
It's why indie does well, because they are actual passion projects. They're people making them in their spare time, or doing it on the cheap with people they know.
I mean, it could actually end up being quite a big studio, because if you want to get real technical, the studio that made Baldur's Gate 3 is an indie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem is, they then make money, and then they get snapped up by a studio. It's like, we're going to buy you. It's like, no.
Or they just
that's the one good thing about Larry, and they've said no every time.
Yeah, they've said no a few times now. I like that.
But, once they start putting more and more people on, at what point do they change from an indie or AA to a AAA studio?
I think there must be a money threshold.
AA and AAA, it's all a money threshold.
Yeah.
It's basically how much money did you fucking throw at the game? Is it a AAA? Or is it supposed to be? Fuck, no, trains derailed.
It's the same difference between a microbrewery and a commercial brewery. How much you're churning out and what product, how many people you have on staff, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so whether a double or a AAA actually has nothing to do with whether or not they're technically an indie. An indie just has to be someone publishing games outside of the traditional publisher circle.
Yeah.
So, if you self-publish, you're an indie. It doesn't matter if you're one guy or 1,000 guys. Technically, if you did it outside of the publishing system, you're an indie.
Yeah.
But I understand why people are always like, but that's a big studio. How can they be considered an indie?
Yeah.
It's kind of a linguistic thing, but I understand why it's brain weird.
Because they didn't go through the machine that ruins the soul on the way through. They did it separately.
What?
Kind of. Brain function bad. It's do the thing.
Yeah, I think we both broke at the same time.
Yeah. It happens. It happens fairly often. The two trains of thought collided. There were no survivors. Just a lot of screaming.
I heard words, and then I'm just like, I don't know. This is like a Purple Monkey dishwasher thing right now.
Yeah.
I don't understand what's going on.
But, John Doe, while you were away, the thing I brought up at one point was, I kind of feel bad for Rockstar in the fact that everyone has hyped the GTA 6 up so much. I'm not looking forward to the first week it comes out, because the amount of people having a whinge that it doesn't meet their imagined standards is going to be insane.
I think, depending on what your algorithm wants to throw at you, you'll either have rose-colored glasses or dog shit glasses. They're the only two opinions you'll get for the first month.
I think I broke my algorithm. I get both. Side by side. It's just constant, though.
I think if... I'm trying to be able to define the groups that I think will form.
There's going to be at least one group saying it's too woke and one group saying it's not woke enough, because that's on everything.
Of course. Of course, they've already come out and said there'll be pride parades and that, what else in the game. So that's already happened.
One of the DLCs for fucking GTA 4 was the Ballad of Gay Tony.
Yes. Yeah. Great DLC.
But you can guarantee there's gonna be fucking some kickoff. Well, there was in fucking Spider-Man. The guys, people are gonna bitch about it.
Yeah.
But you're gonna get the mobs that either want just a straight out, I'm gonna fuck up the world in GTA crowd who just want to go there and blow everything up and not really give much of a fuck about anything else, just to try and grief or see what they can break within the game. And the people that are only there for not so much the story, but what they can turn themselves into within the story. Yeah. And I think if they're not satisfied, they're the ones that are going to bitch the most. Because if they don't get out of it what they want, of I am this special person within this world, this whole thing revolves around me, they're going to carry on the most, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're also saying you'll need an ID thing for it because there's been
Yeah.
I haven't been able to substantiate it because I just keep seeing this shit on my socials. It's like, oh, you have to prove you're over the age of 18. It's like that should just be me buying the game if it's an 18 plus rated game.
Yeah, but we've all been in a game store and watched an adult buy an 18 plus game for
No,
it.
but this isn't at a game store buying the game. This is to activate the launcher to actually play the game.
Yeah. Which is like slightly different gating, but yeah.
Yeah, that's no. I was more referring to the fact that you bought the game doesn't validate that you're an adult.
Yeah.
I'm literally just looking for it now.
That's the same thing that we have with anything to do with like IDs on the internet. Fucking parent your kids on the internet. Don't leave it up to the government. Same thing with games. Stop buying your kid. At least be paying attention to the warning on the fucking thing saying R18.
One thing that Australian gamers might find entertaining, that it does fall under the age verification laws in Australia, which means the kiddies will be locked out of it.
Good.
Yay.
We might be able to go around on the live version without being called every derogatory term under the sun.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, actually, no.
Our
generation was born in the Xbox Live days. There were some bad things on there. Jesus.
We're not repeating none of that.
Oh, God.
So, one of the articles I found is specifically for Australian gamers and any other country in the world that has age verification for online use. That you need to provide a government ID to be able to sign into the launcher to be actually play the game.
If they only require you to, if they run it like they did for GTA 5, you had the online component and the not online component.
Yeah.
This thing is entirely online. You have to be connected to the internet.
For fuck's sake.
To launch the game, you'll need to provide a government ID. That's the age verification to keep the kiddies out.
God damn it.
All because people don't pay attention to the bright warning on the front. No, we won't go into that.
It's an R18 game regardless. But
yeah.
It still falls under the age verification. Just like porn in Australia, gotta have ID.
Yeah. Or a VPN.
No. Most of I was reading a thing.
Let's not get into this.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna immediately pull the eject button on this topic entirely.
The age restriction for a lot of stuff covers a very wide net here now.
We're not a nanny state at all. Anyway.
I mean, at least we can insult our PMs without expecting a visit from ICE.
For now.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, things are looking a little rough in...
Look, if one nation gets in, that may change.
Oh, fuck.
They already tried to bring that in with fucking Pauline Pansdown back in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
She's the reason political satire fucking died hard.
I'm pretty sure that she is actually a rash in human form. Because the second you think she's out of politics, she just flares back up and turns up again. Like, there's no getting rid of her.
I know it's like the hyperbolic thing to say, but like, quite honestly, like, if she gets in, that's like, is there somewhere we can move?
I'd honestly be looking at going to Canada, but they're bringing in the digital ID shit as well now, because they're watching the UK with bated breath to see if it takes off.
Well,
look, if you're in a developed nation, it's coming. I don't want it to. I want it to be gone for as long as fucking possible, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah. Eventually, I'll have to do it, but it'll be forced. Like, I'll be that guy in the woods. It's like, leave me be! I just want to play my games! Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, gaming in general is just kind of a strange place at the moment. Which is weird, considering it used to be, like, just the free, happy place.
Look, I think we've just been in kind of like a weird, I don't know, drought or spot. I don't know. There's there's some cool shit coming out in the next, like, couple months.
Yeah.
For gaming. Like, where people will start getting their hands on the Steam machine. We'll start seeing some user stuff. I'm looking forward to a bunch of games. Like, I mean, in like 2 weeks, I get the expansion pack for Doom: The Dark Ages.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I'm really looking forward to playing more of that.
Yes.
So, like, there's good shit coming. It's just, in this weird quiet zone where like everything was at the start of the month with trailer season, and then the middle of this month has just been
Which
no
comes
one's
down
rocking
to
the boat right now.
there's like a couple of things it's coming down to. One, I think every game studio is terrified of GTA 6, and also end of financial year. No one wants to put something out right fucking now. They want it to be fresh on the ears. They can get as much profit as they can onto it for that one. And
Well, the other thing also being a lot of these companies that we're talking about are American, and I think they're going into spring break.
yes, something along those lines. So,
And they don't really shit during that because they assume everyone's going to be out, enjoying the summer.
God, I wish we had that here. Just an excuse for everyone to shut down for a while. We don't even get that over Christmas. I had to work Christmas half the time.
At least you get, you'd have to have gotten at least double time for that, if not double time and a half.
I'm on a contract, so they get around it that way.
You think their spring break is only for students. Like here, it's only for fucking school kids. Once they're at work, they hardly even get fucking holidays. So
yeah.
But they, a lot of, I don't know how much it is for game studios, but I do remember reading a bunch of stuff about why, for some fucking reason, TV shows like just cease in the middle of the year. Because all the TV studios assume that children and young adults who generally are not as outwardly mobile, they're basically stuck at home. They assume those people who would normally be watching the show premieres are now at camp or spring break or whatever. And so they don't put stuff out because they won't get the ratings.
Yeah. Oh,
So it sort of turns into
they don't seem to give a fuck about the
zone.
ratings regardless, because even if a show's popular, suddenly it's, fuck it, cancel it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking... That's all the fucking streaming services are just like, we can't budget a fucking TV show past 2 seasons, apparently.
Yeah. Or it's
made
get enough clicks.
It's made us millions in new people wanting to subscribe to our shit because it's great, but let's get rid of it.
I don't think streaming has figured out how to do their ratings thing very well. Like I don't think they know what they're looking for.
They should have the best data on how many people fucking
You'd
watch
think
something.
so. But they seem to have no idea what the fuck they're doing.
That or they've got, as usual, unreasonable expectations for what things can do.
Yeah.
I hate to say this, and this is going to fucking times you're going to hear me say something positive about fucking Apple. Apple seems to actually know how to make a TV show. You've got to throw a shitload of money at it and let it have a couple seasons.
They're actually doing weirdly well, and I hate that because I'm not a huge fan of Apple, but their media is doing pretty good.
Yes, it is.
Like, I hate saying this. It physically harms me.
I was actually going to ask you guys about something.
Yeah.
Because I've been... this month's book is, of course, Dungeon Crawler Carl. I have read it, and I'm up to book 4 now. I was thinking about this because we recently found out about the live-action adaptation of Dungeon Crawler Carl. I can't help but feel like live-action isn't the best place for this.
No.
I would have
I
loved
would
it
say
like
it
a
would do-
Vox Machina style 2D decent art kind of thing.
I don't know how they're going to do Donut or like any of the non-human characters. Or we're going to end up with a fucking cats looking thing.
Really bad CG.
They will have to CG Donut.
Yeah.
You are not going to be able to make a cat do all of the stuff. I don't care how well that cat's trained. You are not going to be able to get enough out of an actual cat.
No. Well, for Mongo, no way to do that without fucking CG.
Yeah. Or an elaborate puppet, which they're not going to do. I know, like, most of the principal cast is human, so you're not dealing with a huge amount, but there are just some major characters you're not going to be able to skip out on. So you're either going to do cheap CG or good CG for, like, one of them.
Yeah. Doing the whole thing animated is really the only realistic way they could do all the characters decently.
But everyone's obsessed with live action now for some reason.
Well, so this was something I was thinking about. I think they're still viewing live action as the kind of prestige version. If you're just that animated one, it's the kids thing. No. But once you do live action, it's like, yes, you've now got a serious adaptation of your product.
Except will die
And
with the
like,
boomers, I think, thankfully.
I'm not saying that I'm not excited for this live action adaptation. It could be really good.
Yeah.
They've definitely got some good people attached to the project, so it's got a decent chance.
Yeah.
I just can't help but feel I would have rathered this as an animated product way more than I would have as a live action.
Yeah. But like you said, I think they run into that issue of, like, oh no, animation's for kids. Like, we have so many animated things that are not for children that we can go against that stereotype now. Stop using it.
So the other thing that you get when you do live action, though, so a good example of this would actually be some of the more recent seasons of Invincible.
Yeah.
Where they really threw their budget at the fight scenes, and then the rest of it's kind of a bit samey, low animation.
Low effort, yeah.
That sort of thing.
Save the money where they could, kind of thing.
Which is not something you get with live action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A dude who looks good in a fight scene is going to look good in the scene where he's just standing around the bar, because he's an actual dude.
Although I am glad that they have moved away from the shaky cam fight scenes every 3 seconds in most movies now. We're slowly getting...
they're creeping back.
They're creeping back, but every so often we get one clear fight scene. It's like, okay, this is great. Like, what was the spy one I'm thinking of? The movie that basically ripped off the old 007s.
What?
There was Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
No, it was a movie. Like, there was 3 movies in total. Kingsman, that's the one. Like, a lot of their fight scenes were stabilized. So you could see the action happening. Sure, there was motion blur to, hide some CG and that kind of stuff. That's fine. But it wasn't like the Bourne Identity where it's like, oh, there's a fight happening. Quick, shake the camera. Think of it like a baby.
Camera shook less than the fucking Blair Witch, damn it.
Yeah. Like, I've seen found footage movies with way more stabilized camera work than anything from the Bourne series.
And, of course, the John Wick movies have, like, massively popularized the one-shoot combat sequence.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So good. Yeah, no, it's...
I've completely forgotten what we're talking about.
Same, I was just thinking, how did we get here?
Well, I think we walked into the fog on that one.
Dungeon Crawler Cup, where we started.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Animation versus live action. Yeah, I generally feel there's probably a lot more TV shows that would be better served animated than live action.
Definitely.
Not only would you be able to actually technically, voice action wise, you'd probably spend less. Animation wise, it could be more.
Well,
I don't know. I don't know enough about that business.
Voice action wise, they could have got the bloke who just narrates the books, who does 90% of the fucking characters, and just paid one bloke.
Yeah. But I also don't know how much animation would cost to get that done. I don't have any of that information about which one's actually cheaper or more economical to do.
Yeah.
I just think, your sets have to be so elaborate. You have to nail so much puppetry or CG work, and it's so much for something that would just be so smoothly translated with animation.
Like, I always use One Piece as an example, because the live action isn't horrible. It's watchable. And they did the work. They built the full sets. They did everything they could to make it look as authentic as possible. But the animated version is still superior because you don't have to worry about the weirdness of people doing these things. Like, anytime you see the live action Luffy, yell out the name and throw back the arm to do something, it looks bad. It rips you out of it. As much as it's fun in the anime, you should have just removed screaming out the names of the attacks and made it faster and better paced. You could have done it a lot better. And those are the concessions you have to make between live action and the animated series. One, you can show a lot more. The other is just off-putting.
Still looking forward to that rebuild up on One Piece.
Yeah, that starts, I think, this end of this year or something. We get the release date.
I know it's soon.
Yeah.
I'm just it might be finally my time to jump on the One Piece bandwagon.
It's going to be One Piece Kai, and I'm here for it. I will happily watch that.
Because I just can't, like, even though I've read long mangas before, I just can't seem to commit to One Piece. I've watched long animes before, I just can't seem to commit to One Piece.
The big thing I've tried getting people into, I've stopped because it's not worth trying to fight people on it. It's like, all right, fine, you don't want to watch it, that's fine, go and do a thing. I always say if you jump into it, just go straight to the Alabasta, which is the desert arc. Done. That's where it does the heel turn from being very kid-friendly to being slightly more adult-focused. Like, to the point where, you know, the main character is beating up a villain with his own blood. Because it's the only way to hurt him. It's like, that's pretty fucking metal.
Yeah.
And then it progresses from there. And that's when they start getting into the tragic backstories. It's like, oh god, you're making me feel things for a boat, you motherfucker. How dare you?
I've tried, like, so many times, One Piece Season 1, watched it, and, like, a few episodes in, I was like, I'm going to watch something else, and then never go
Watch
back.
one, the fan-made One Piece is really... Because they condensed it all down.
Yeah.
Do you know how every anime has the shocked face reaction from every character in the area when something happens? The One Piece anime is bad for that. Like, it happened a lot. And the amount of times they retold the origin stories for a Straw Hat at any point so they could build up time to not catch up to the manga was horrifying. So One Piece removes all that, but also removed all of the like, remember Dragon Ball Z, the beams hitting each other and then, like, you know, reaction shots, and then it's like, you know, push back and forth. That happens a lot in One Piece, but with punches and sword strikes, and it doesn't make sense. So what they did is like, yeah, we're removing that. The big final hit now punches him directly in the face and actually has impact. Like, oh, neat.
Yes.
But that being said, the series is still very long, even with that cut down.
Like I said, it's just bizarre. It's like, I've watched all of Bleach, I've read all of Bleach, I've watched all of Naruto, I've read all of Naruto, but I just can't seem to do One Piece. I'm really hoping if I can get it, like, let's go. But every week got a new episode. Let's just keep on top of it. I might finally get over that weird hurdle. I don't know why it exists. It just, my brain just isn't for One Piece.
That is a constant thing, though. Like, I hear it from so many people. I don't know what it is. It's polarizing. Either you really like it, or you're like, I couldn't get through it. It's like, fair.
Oh no, another Kingdom Hearts.
Oh god, no.
Yeah, look, it's a franchise where you're either really fucking in, or you're not.
Pretty much. I'm glad I didn't end up in the really fucking into Kingdom Hearts. I've never met a fan of Kingdom Hearts that also wasn't a Disney adult. And
I have.
Oh, nice. I've had bad experiences with Disney adults, so it's like,
I actually didn't know he was that into it until he was getting really excited to pick up his Kingdom Hearts PlayStation.
Oh. Fun.
At which point I was like, oh, you're a fan of Kingdom Hearts? He's like, yeah, I've got all the games. And then he turned around, and he'd been wearing the same jumper the whole time with the Keyblade on the back. And I never noticed it for the entire time we've been working together. It's like, shit, you are a fucking Kingdom Hearts nerd.
Oh, man. But yeah, there are certain things I would love to see more animated. Like, I would love an animated Dresden Files series. Because the shit they pull off. I would say... that's a difficult question, actually.
No, I know exactly which art style. The one they used for the Harley Quinn show.
Oh, yes, that could do really well.
It's got some strong line edging, so it'll work really nicely. I think that's the same studio who does all the Constantine animated stuff too. So,
yes, it does.
It's got a good comic book vibe to it, but it's the type of animators they've got can get very physical in their animation as well. It's not just a talky animation style.
That would work really well.
If you wanted something with like a darker vibe, go like Batman animated series.
Yeah, no one ever does that. But yes, I absolutely adore that.
That would
one.
the Dresden series really well, because it is a very dark series. Hell, just the Necromancer storyline was horrifying. Really cool, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I have found it very weird, though. I saw something popping up recently. With the success of all of these online creators making movies and that kind of stuff, like, you know, Markiplier and everyone else. Apparently, production houses are now trawling through, like, Reddit and other places trying to find small things to blow up into a big thing. It's like, you guys haven't caught on to the fact that that's not how this works. You're just going to slopify something else in the hopes that it takes off.
Well, I mean, let's face it. It's been that exact attitude is currently biting Sony in the ass.
Yeah, definitely.
We're gonna do so much live service stuff. Oh shit, that's not working.
Oh god,
Yeah.
no one
Oh,
likes
fuck.
live service anymore.
Shit, people
What the
really
fuck happened?
people really liking this live service game. Let's kill it for another one. Well, people don't like it.
It
Whoops,
really
daisy.
seemed like that's what they were going for. Was
Yeah.
just if we put out enough of them, one of them will hit.
Yeah. If you throw enough shit at the wall, something will stick.
And the as usual AAA studio thing of trying to hit a fad that's already over its hump. It's no longer like it's popular, but it's not like holy shit. It's like they were way too late to the party on Battle Royale. It was way too late to the party on fucking extraction shooters.
Social
Like,
deductions, everything.
It's
They
what
always
happens
do.
when you chase trends, not try to set them.
I mean, I feel like that's what I'm sure you have to have seen at least Swoosh that Mecha Chameleon game everyone's been playing.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, a bunch of creators I watch have seen it. And like, I keep thinking like, I could do this, but at the same time, no, I can't be bothered.
I don't have a group of people to play that sort of thing with.
It's advanced prop hunt for artists.
But yeah, that's more
Yeah.
the point. It's like there's a desire for another prop hunt game, but no one's really made one. Like I've seen a few attempts at it, but then no one's really found the special sauce to make their game stand out. And that one's like, what if you could paint yourself into the background to hide?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a fucking great idea.
It's like someone watched any old Looney Tunes cartoon where they paint themselves to fit in with the wall and just stand
Yeah.
there. It's like, that's a game now. And
Yeah.
like, I respect that. That's pretty fun.
I've watched an annoyingly large amount of content of that being
Oh,
played
yeah.
because some people do the same fucking gag, and I don't know if it's because they actually thought of it or because they saw someone else do it. Like so many of them. There's one of the
horse
maps
statue?
that's too big. Yeah, the horse
Yeah.
statue, and they be the
Yeah.
balls.
Yeah.
It's like you were the testicles of the horse.
Yeah.
I don't know how much that's them being creative or just like, we found the meme joke for this game.
Well, I don't know how long of a life it has just because it is very popular with streamers at the moment. And the second a streamer gets away with a specific strat, it floods the game and then people have the counter for it. So you always have to think of new things. But now it just means there are certain people who have a set checklist going through. It's like, are they here? Bang. Are they here? Bang.
But
It'll start
I
to
think
stale itself.
Streamers are both
Well-
like they're a boon and a bust for these fucking games. While they're being played and while they're out there, holy fuck. But the minute the next thing comes along, gone.
So the thing that's probably going to help this one last a little bit longer, they launched with Steam support, Steam Workshop support for levels.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll keep it fresh for a while.
Because that's, like, you're right. The thing is you can't play it too many times because you kind of start to get a bit of a vibe. You know what you're looking for in this map, what's out of place. Download 10 more maps.
It's like playing Cards Against Humanity, like, for the 5th time. You know the cards. You know the best combinations. It's like, it's lost its appeal.
Yeah. That's why I always, anytime people would be like, hey, we should play Cards Against Humanity, I'm like, no, you want a Jackbox Party Pack with Quiplash.
Yes.
Mm.
God, I like that game.
I don't think I've ever seen the same question twice in all the times I've played that game.
And we've played a lot of it.
And given the fact that you can just give the wildest out-of-pocket fucking responses,
Mhm.
and they're always custom, it works so much better than Cards Against Humanity where your responses are limited to the cards you've drawn.
Yeah.
Not your entire fucking brain.
And dear God, we have done some horrible things with that game.
Yes.
I can't remember
But
any of them,
it's-
but we laughed for many an hour.
So much drinking when we play that game.
Yeah.
Although I feel like that's definitely a game that's great with a little social lubricant.
Oh, definitely. It's a good party game. Like, absolutely.
Because usually people are giving like really serious answers at the start, but a couple beers in, everyone's giving the most fucking crazy shit.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Everyone tries to find where the line is so they can toe over it. But as soon as they work out where the line is, like, I'm just stepping across.
There is a game I would love to stream with you guys and a few other people at some point, which is, we've done it before, me and Seth, which is the what was it called? Age of Gods or something along that line, where you build an RPG world.
Dawn of Ages.
Dawn of Ages. Great drinking game, or just a great party game if you have a bunch of nerds. Because you start off, everyone's like, we've made one thing, it's like we did a test, and it's like, yeah, this was pretty good. I did this thing. It's all stock standard. Then you get a bit of social lubrication into you, and suddenly you have the Couch of Evil, which was three of us just sitting there going, that's a nice civilization you've got there. It'd be a shame if someone corrupted it. And then you corrupt someone's well-built, maintained system.
That elf was so fucked.
Oh, yeah. Someone made, was it an elf avatar, and then we put it in a pit, made it continuously rain on it, and took it over with creepy webbing. Like, just... We turned them into drow very quickly.
I can't even remember why we did it. We were just like, yeah, I create a big chasm, and he now lives in this chasm.
My favorite was, I made a bunch of gnome artificer people as like a civilization. It's like, I'm going to corrupt it. And I corrupted it 3 times. It's the highest level of corruption. It's like, oh, thank God you saved me a turn. Like, what? Yeah, no, like, you went the wrong direction there, bud. I'm on the couch. I'm doing the evil things. We have made a pantheon. And that's the best part. You would eventually settle into a pantheon of actual godlike creatures.
You gotta really have a group of people. I've run Dawn of Ages with just sort of random people, and it's a little so-so.
Yeah.
It's okay. People have some fun. But, like, you've got a bunch of friends, and you can really mess with each other.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
We had, who was the poor bugger that had the giants that we split in half?
Yeah, Joe.
Yeah, Joe had, forest giants, at which point I think it was like, you and me, like, that half of the woods is on fire. That half of the woods is frozen. Okay. they can, the creatures will just adapt to that. Yeah, but now they hate each other. Why? Because they're cold and they're hot. Therefore, they hate each other.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And then there was, like, Seth making eldritch horrors in the background. It was a very fun...
Yeah, my one with that was I had a giant spider as my avatar, and I'd settled in like the dead woods around a volcano.
Yeah.
So I just had it sort of like I added a level of sentience to the webbing, so that it would be able to like spread itself all over this forest, and if it come in contact with a body, it would sort of lift it up and start puppeting it around.
Yeah, assimilate anything that went into it, which was great, because then it took over the elves, and they started putting their old people in it.
Yeah, this elf that we dumped in this pit, the webbing was coming for him, so the player owner was like, I put a big shield up. And we're paying for that rain to go through that shield. You do know that, right?
Yeah.
He's not getting out that easy. But then the webbing grew over the dome, so their entire society was entombed inside the webbing. And it became this sort of death ritual that when someone was too old to keep contributing, they'd get pushed into the webbing and sacrificed to it.
We did, unfortunately, bully one avatar, which was a whale. Because someone made a big whale, and it's like, I'm going to make it immortal. So it's a giant whale that goes around at all times. Like, cool. And then someone's like, I surround it in mountains. It's like,
it was me. I was like, I landlocked the whale.
Then I can't remember who, but someone turned the water to acid, because it was immortal. It would be fine. It was like, okay, it's in a lot of pain, but it's still alive and able to do stuff. It'll just slowly adapt. Like, it's a whale that can regenerate, right? Like, yeah. Well, I built this race of dwarves who need a power source, and whale blubber is really, really good. So it was just this poor whale that was trapped in a lake of acid and was continuously harvested for blubber by a bunch of angry dwarves who had also enslaved dragons I'd made because someone was angry at me. For good reason.
Yes. I mean, it was the side of evil for a reason.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's a great game if you have a bunch of RPG players or a bunch of DMs, and the main caveat being any race you made, if you ever played a game in the system, you were never allowed to play as. It was to stop people from just making, Supermen every 5 seconds. Like, I am the best people ever. It's like, you can make this, but you can't play it. Oh.
Well, I think the thing that kind of allows you to, with that game, to sort of mitigate some of that is the fact that, you made that race, they're not yours, though.
Yeah.
You made
I can
race.
fuck with them if I want
Yeah,
to.
they're not protected in any way. Because we had good aligned mermaids that at one point the entire couch of evil aligned saying, no, mermaids are evil now. And burnt 9 points to bring them to the maximum amount of evil. For no apparent reason other than we all decided, nah, mermaids are evil.
Yeah. But like, it was just crazy because you had this sort of like top half of the top sort of like top west side of the map was just like a hellscape. It was like horrors beyond belief. And then the south east side was just like, yeah, these giants are like, they long to be with each other but cannot. Steppe warriors who ride across the grasslands. It's just like, okay, so it's so real generic fantasy down the bottom, but cross the fucking border and you just Mordor from here to the water.
Past the Lovecraftian equator. Oh, great game. If you can find it, I'm pretty sure it's free online. If not, it'll be on Drive-Thru RPG somewhere. But,
that's free.
Yeah, great game. Very fun. It's like actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf. It's a very silly game you can play with people who are on your same wavelength. Although I've never had an actual game with that didn't end with Shia LaBeouf becoming a weird mind parasite and taking over multiple people.
Yes. A really easy way to play it, because you need to be able to draw a map. Just get a really large picture frame and a dry erase marker.
Absolutely, that's what we did.
Because I've heard people ask, like, oh, no, you need like a whiteboard or something. No, you don't need a fucking whiteboard. No. Any reasonable sized picture frame that you can all doodle on, that'll do.
Put some white paper under it, you're done.
Yeah.
One day we'll
all right,
do that again.
Oh, yes, definitely. Well, we're up past an hour, so I think we'll wrap things up. Y'all have a good one.
Bye.
See ya.